Welcome back, guys, to the Dragon Age Let's Play. Well, at least the Dwarven version. So, we're just... I had to actually start a new character to change a few things on him. It's barely any difference. I don't think you will notice it. But no matter. We're back where we started anyway, so...
Congratulations! Franda Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
A word proudly.
Your glory honors every warrior here.
18 strength. For flip's sake. What's my strength stat? 15. I need to level up.
My lord?
I'm ready to leave.
Your wish is our command.
Oh, 1 second. Cancel it. And I'm back! Let us continue. I just had to go quickly on downstairs and pick up a Pepsi. Oh, what is that? Something to drink. Delicious. And I do not advertise Pepsi. Really like the taste of it.
Right.
Look, the Grey
My lord,
Wardens
I-
are here.
Might
The
I
raid
follow?
tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
Well, that's good to hear. But first,
Many
let's talk to this
thanks
guy.
for your willingness to hear me out, my lord. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Of course, Lord. Of course, Lord Dank.
There is a
Yes.
vote coming before the Assembly next
Nice.
week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
What do I get in
I
return?
keep my ears to the stone, my lord. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean.
I want hard sound currency. No rumors. I'm going to pass.
I am quite disappointed in your lack of sympathy. Good day to you.
I know politics. Do you understand the way?
You return. Could it be you've changed your mind?
Because I want
Excellent. You have my thanks. When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Then if I talk to this person
You're
over
a
here.
fool. Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Excuse me?
Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
Well, I'm listening.
Last spring, a guild from the merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the merchant guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster. Clever child. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Dukin.
If the surface dwellers return to their noble houses.
You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacers' kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
It seems I need to have a talk with Lord Dace.
If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the tables. Let him think he has you. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called Surface Caste are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two.
I'll think about it.
Good. Your house's reputation hangs in the balance.
Well, because of kin's debt.
You return. Were my instructions unclear? And what did she have to say?
My house would suffer from your plan.
I see. Some preposterous story, I'm sure.
Your plan wouldn't have forced my house to pay Surface.
I suppose it could. I mean, well, it's the spirit of the law that's important, right? Our poor, disenfranchised servants. Well played, Your Highness. Welcome to Assembly politics. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Get out of my sight!
You haven't made a friend here today.
Hello, Duncan.
Greetings, my lord Idukan. It is an honor to meet you at last.
The honor is mine, Warden.
I have had the opportunity to recently meet with your father. He speaks highly of you. He says you may be the most skilled warrior in all of House Idukan.
Oh. My father does me great honor.
I have no doubt it is deserved. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
I wonder if Father would allow me to join you.
Alas, I do not think he would take kindly to that suggestion.
No.
As the child of the king and heir after Lord Trion, your place is here.
Yeah, I belong with my father and brothers.
I wish you luck in the deep roads tomorrow.
Thank you.
Show the Darkspawn the might of your people.
I will. And to go and talk to Father.
My king, please reconsider. The trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on.
No.
Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
Of course, Father.
So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better? No? Very well then. The ritual is complete.
That was easy.
I give you Orzammar's next commander.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle!
Aye.
As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms.
Of course, Thor.
Walk well, Commander.
Probably, hopefully, in his room. Royal Guards.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
But I wanted to see you, Terran.
Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
I agree.
And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him.
What are you talking about?
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you.
What?
I wouldn't have believed it myself if I hadn't overheard him giving orders to his men. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
Maybe he's not. This is insane. I refuse to discuss this. Not there he is.
Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince.
Prefer me.
Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian fears father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
What should I do?
You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
Gary. Gee, what do you say?
Permission to speak freely?
Of course, my friend.
Trian would make a terrible king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
We'll wait, see what Trian
Very
does.
well. I'll keep my eyes open.
Good.
I don't want to lose the brother I actually like.
You're for your
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Let the Paragon smile on us all. They're my brothers. Flip that guy. He's an ass. My other brother, my younger brother Balin, is much kinder. He's a good lad.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Haramond. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come men! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Paramount and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the paragon Aidukan remains in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
To glory!
We sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
Meet the scout, find the door, grab the shield, got it.
Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords, and demonstrate the strength of Aidukan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
And you, father. Okay, let's continue. Let's get some moving. I can't sit and wait forever. And I can't wear the helmet either, because I haven't leveled up yet. We're close at leveling up and spiders are back. Not again!
Let's get started.
Get on the ground. Get on the floor.
Into the fray!
Sorry, I just got a song in my head. Let's continue with the adventures.
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any Darkspawn?
Some. Let's move on.
As you say, onward then.
That might be copyrighted. Oops. We should stop.
I'm not afraid of you! You asked for it!
Get out of here, stalker. Take over commands of my men. Actually,
Weapons at the right behind you! No quarter!
alright. Another corpse over here.
Right.
Better stats. There's nothing of interest over here. This way then. Let me scratch my ear. There we go. Well. So guys, I'm out of time, so we'll have to end it here. Like and favorite and subscribe for more if you enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time on the next episode.